Good day everyone, welcome to my channel. Today's video tutorial will be about how to create backgrounds, and we're going to focus today on the warm colors. First I'm going to introduce you all the products I'm going to use. I'm going to use the Distress Oxide 3 warm colors. Your warm colors are normally your pinks, red, yellow, orange and browns. So I've chosen the Distress Oxide from Ranger, Scattered Straw, Pink Raspberry and Spice Marmalade. The Distress Oxide Ranger is an ink pad water active and pigment infusion that creates an oxide effect when sprayed with water. You can use it with stamp stencils and direct to services as well. I'm going to show you how to use it as well. That's what I'm going to use, and I have my water as well. Put this aside. Then I've got the blending brush that I'll be using. This also you get from Ranger products. It's got Velcro, so what I need actually is 3. So I'm going to use 3 of these blending foam brushes as well. And then also what you will require for creating backgrounds is any stencils. These are the Celebrate 8 stencils. Some of them are homemade by South Africans that we have shared and get with our kids as well, but you can get them any craft stores, and that I will show you a craft store that supplies stencils as well. So these I'll be choosing one of them. That's only part of them. I'm a big fan of stencils, so I have a lot. And then also what I will require is a border stencils, which I'm still waiting for, but I'll be using this stencil. I'll show you how I'll be using it. When you're doing Bible journaling and you don't have a Bible journaling Bible yet, you can get yourself buy some white 160 GSM 50 sheet project board. You just make the measurements of your Bible. You can place it inside your normal Bible, or you just could create a normal journaling book for you to start with as well. Good. And also for I'll be using the Faber Castell Ecco pigment, the 0.7, to create my border as well. All these items will be in the description in the YouTube as well for your further information. If you want to know where to purchase all these products, Krafty King is a small business owner here in Midstream. She sells all these Distress Oxide, the ink blending foams, pens, stencils, and she's also provides scrapbook classes as well. So please go have a look at her website. She's online and she will distribute it for you too by courier. Very good customer service. www.kraftyking.com if you're interested. Alright, let's start. Alright, here I got my cut out parts. We are going to do my 3 colors. This brown sheet is called a non-stick craft mat. Very useful. I'll show you how to use this as well. Very nice to use. I'm going to use my 3. And take my ink pad here. See, this one I use that. And my scattered straw one I'll add in here as well. And the pickled raspberry. First, when I'm creating the rub in my foam blending brush, make sure it's all blended in here. When I'm starting with a background, I always use 3 colors. This is the maximum color you can use, but you can use either 1 or 2. So when I start with 3, I start on this side. I'm adding it on this side. And I'll put it right underneath here as well. I think I just need to use more. I'm going to use my pickled raspberry, the pink one, also beautiful color. I'll be using it right next to this one, the spice marmalade. I'm left-handed, so apologies, I should have put it on the other side. Right. Then I'll blend it over the other one. There's no direct lines as well. Remember, your background doesn't need to be perfect. It's like butter on a bread. It stays a background and needs to be soft. What you put on top of the butter is going to be more important. Blending. This is a lighter color, the scattered straw, but you can use also, you don't have to use Distress Oxide. You can use any acrylic paint as well, also works very well. You can start painting that as well. If you hear my cat, it's crying because Mom closed the door. He's not allowed to be in here, otherwise he jumps on top of the table. He thinks he's going to be the limelight of this video. Alright, there's my 3 colors I've blended. Doesn't look very pretty, but that's not important. Alright, now I'm going to use those 3 stencils. I'm going to use stencils. I'm going to choose 3 today. So what I'm going to do, when you're doing creating stencils, always try to make a triangle. Doesn't matter what point it's showing. I'm going to start, I'm still using the same colors for my background. So I'm going to use the spice marmalade. Adding it here. One I'm going to use, I'm not going to fill in the gaps over here, but I'm going to put it right next to each other where I previously stenciled. Look, right next to each other. Look how it's changing already. Now I'm going to use the lighter one. I'm going to use the scattered straw one. I'm going to use the stencil. Remember, nothing has to be perfect. It doesn't have to look pretty. It's all about art. Put it over here. Blends over to the other one. Good. So what I've done here, you can see the end result. I used 3 colors, 3 different stencils, and still using the same ink on this background. So now we're going to start, and to finish this off, we're going to create a background border, which I'm going to use my pen I showed you. Currently I don't find much background board stencils for borders, but I found some overseas. I'm still waiting for them, but you can use any current stencils that you have and be creative. Use the side edges and that. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do here. I'm going to use this and add this in the pen. Just black pops up the background very nicely. Black is a beautiful color, complements a lot. Right, turn the page over. You also can go on website about doodling if you want to do it by freehand. All good or well for you. There's no right or wrong way. Doodling also helps to make the page look nicer. Looking at techniques as well. So what I do, I kind of just make little dots there. You can do whatever you want to. You make any shapes or zigzags what you want to with your free hand. If you don't have any stencils either. Cool. Here's the emperor chart. Look how the black border stencil makes it pop up. So this is part 1. I used warm colors. The next part 2 I'll show you how to do it with the cool colors. Cool. If there's any questions, please make any comments, and then I'll also share more details for you on part 2, how to create the second part of it. Thank you very much. Hope you find this very